I used to think Clint was the strongest man I ever met until I saw them type the word female into his file. That sentence, from secret audio tapes Burt Reynolds left behind in his final months, shattered Hollywood's myth of masculinity. The man who stood 6 feet 4 inches with a voice like thunder, America's true cowboy, had been turned into a punchline in rooms the public would never see. On those tapes, Burt reveals shocking truths: an internal studio file that deliberately misgendered Clint Walker, an underground war with Warner Brothers, and the shame Burt carried for staying silent for half a century. In the 1950s, Clint Walker was pure gold for Warner Brothers. Cheyenne topped every rating chart, but behind the spotlight raged a battle audiences never saw. Clint believed his salary was unfair, the schedules exhausting, the contract suffocating. So he refused to sign. He stood up in a closed-door meeting and said, "I don't sell my soul to anyone." The room went cold. Clint stopped working for nearly 2 years. The studio staggered, productions froze, millions evaporated monthly. Hollywood had never seen rebellion like this. Warner Brothers retaliated brutally. They froze him completely. Directors whispered, "He's difficult, too stubborn." The label stuck, "Troublemaker." And then came the weapon, a single piece of paper. Burt recalls a night in Warner Brothers' basement archives, led there by a manager who said gently, "So you can understand how the studio operates." It wasn't an invitation. It was a warning. Among stacks of clinical reports, Burt found Clint's file. No mention of talent or the millions watching Cheyenne. Just dangerous phrases: non-compliant with PRs, refuses arranged dates. Excessive independence. Then, in the gender field, someone had typed, "female." The meeting room erupted in laughter. "That girl plays Cheyenne pretty well," someone quipped. Burt didn't laugh. He knew immediately they'd found their weapon. The rumor spread like smoke through makeup rooms and bars, slithering into tabloids with poisonous insinuations. For a masculine icon, suspicion alone was enough to crack the monument. Burt recalls the gray afternoon when Clint first heard the rumor. His face didn't flush with anger, it paled like a man handed a sentence he could never defend against. Voice low and catching, Clint asked, "Why would they say that?" No one answered. Because the real answer was too cruel, to teach everyone else to obey. Clint kept working, kept writing, kept smiling. But Burt saw the sadness in those Wyoming eyes, the humiliation of something he never did. Once, Burt found him alone, staring at his rough hands, whispering, "What did I do wrong?" Besides telling the truth. That question haunted Burt forever. "I was young," Burt admits on the tape. "I was scared of the system. I let Clint face it alone." His voice cracks, not from age, but from shame that never faded. "I should have stood beside him just once." Years later, backstage at a charity gala, Burt tried apologizing. Clint simply said, "I don't live to please them. As long as when I look in the mirror, I don't see a coward." That sentence hit Burt like a revelation. Clint wasn't talking about the studio or the rumors. He was talking about himself. At the tape's end, Burt's voice becomes clear, carrying pure respect. They can write whatever they want in a file. But the only thing that remains is how he lived and how he treated people. Clint never fought back, never sued, never shouted. He simply stood tall and lived the way he believed was right. If there's a next life, Burt whispers, "I hope I'm as brave as he was. Not stronger, just a little less cowardly." The tape cuts off, leaving only truth. Bare, sorrowful, and beautiful in the way only an old man's honesty can be. If this story made you rethink what lies behind Hollywood's bright lights, hit that like button and subscribe to Hollywood Unseen. Ring the notification bell, we're just getting started. There are still tapes left unopened, files still sealed, and secrets Hollywood never wanted you to know.